Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving into something pretty cool, a complete step-by-step workflow for creating amazing AI-powered videos, narration and all, using nothing but free tools. Ready? Let's get right into it.
So what you just heard there basically translates to, hello, today we are going to investigate an incident. But listen to it again. The pauses, the inflection, does that sound human to you? Because that entire piece of narration was generated by AI. This is the kind of quality you can get for free right now, and I'm going to show you exactly how.
That's really the goal here today. I want to give you a clear, easy-to-follow process that lets you go from just a basic idea in your head to a finished, fully narrated video. No money, no super complex software, just a handful of powerful AI tools that work together beautifully. Okay, so we've broken this whole thing down into a really simple 4-step workflow. We'll start with the most important part of any story, getting the script right. Let's look at the roadmap. Here's the game plan. Step 1, we'll use ChatGPT to generate our story. Step 2, we'll take that text to Notebook LM to create a voiceover. For Step 3, we'll make all our visuals with a tool called LM Arena. And finally, Step 4, we'll put the whole thing together in a video editor called CapCut. So for this first half of the process, just think of it like this. ChatGPT is our writer. It's doing the research and crafting the narrative. Then, Notebook LM is our voice actor. It takes that written script and turns it into a really compelling audio performance. Our journey kicks off with ChatGPT. And you don't have to be some kind of expert prompt engineer here. All you really need is a topic. For our example, we're going to use a real event, the Ajmer Highway LPG case. And that's it. Seriously. A simple, direct request like this is often all you need. ChatGPT will go to work and generate a pretty detailed script about the incident. Once it's done, you just copy all of that text for our next step. Okay, now for what I think is the most magical part of this whole process. We're going to take that text we just copied and head over to Google's Notebook LM. This is where our script finds its voice. The process here is just incredibly simple. You create a new notebook, you paste in the text, and then you just click Audio Overview. And one of the coolest features is the language selection. You can pick from tons of different languages, hit Generate, and within seconds, you've got a high-quality audio file of your entire script. All right, our narration is done and dusted. Now it's time to create some visuals. We need images that are actually going to tell our story and match the tone that the AI just created for us. So we're going right back to that same chat we had open in ChatGPT. Since it already knows the whole story, we can just ask it to create image prompts for us. And here's a little pro tip for you. You can even tell it what style you want, like asking for cinematic, photorealistic prompts to get even better looking images. It'll spit out a bunch of descriptions for each key scene. Now, to actually create these images for free, we're going to use this fantastic resource called LM Arena. You can think of it like a free-for-all playground that gives you access to all sorts of powerful AI image models in one spot. And the process is super easy. Once you're in LM Arena, you just go to Direct Chat and pick an image model, then copy and paste one of those prompts from ChatGPT, and boom, it'll create your visual. Just download the image and then do it again for every scene in your story. Okay, we are in the home stretch now. We have our audio narration, and we have a whole folder full of custom-made images. Now, it's time to bring it all together and build our final video. For this final step, we're going to use CapCut. You've probably heard of it. It's incredibly popular, it's completely free, and it's actually very easy to learn, which makes it perfect for putting that final polish on our project. When you get into the editor, the easiest way to think about it is in layers, right? On your main track, you'll lay down all your images in the right order. On a track right below that, you put your audio narration from Notebook LM. And then on a third track, you can add all the final touches, like text or transitions between images. So you just import all your files, drag the images onto the timeline to build out your visual story, and then you lay the audio track right underneath it. The most important part here is just stretching or shrinking each image's time on screen so that it matches up with what's being set. Once you're happy with it, you just hit export. And there you go. I mean, think about it. We started with a single, simple idea, and just by chaining together 4 free AI tools, we created a fully narrated, visually engaging video story. Each tool did its job and then passed the baton to the next one. It's a pretty powerful workflow. This whole process isn't just some technical trick. It's basically a new key to unlock your creativity. You don't need a huge budget or fancy studio anymore to bring your ideas to life. The tools are here, they're powerful, and they're ready to go. So really, the only question left is, what story are you going to tell first?